You're about to find something shocking if you don't know who Barron Trump is. Barron is the last child of former President Trump, and ever since he turned 18, he's been telling everyone about unbelievable things he witnessed during his time in the White House. Barron William Trump, the last born of the 45th American president. Donald Trump, and the firstborn to his wife, former First Lady Melania Trump, was born on March 20, 2006, in New York City. He is the only child born to Donald and Melania Trump. Due to his father's 3 marriages, Barron has 4 half-siblings, Donald Jr., Ivanka, Eric, and Tiffany. In the years from 2017 to 2021, while his father was in office, he was the only one of the president's 5 children to reside in the White House. He is also known for his trilingual ability since he is fluent in English and Slovene, the native tongue of his mother's home country Slovenia, and also learned French later on. He was raised exclusively by his mother and father, hands-on, and never had a maid as a caregiver in his entire childhood. For almost his entire childhood, Barron was kept away from the public's eye, although he maintained a close relationship with his father, even while he was in office. He has been to multiple prestigious schools throughout his childhood and is currently a student at New York University.
It's official, Barron Trump will be attending New York University.
Here are 17 rumors that roamed the media regarding the life of Barron Trump. The video narrates the steps and major milestones in Barron's conception, birth, growth, and image in the eye of the public. It also addresses some controversies he encountered in his journey to adulthood. As a child born into luxury and the attention of the entire world, he has seen his share of sophisticated lifestyles and celebrity drama. Here are 17 of Barron Trump's life's major events. Despite his father, Donald Trump's, dismissal of the ill-founded speculations regarding Barron's behavior, one of the widely spread rumors around was that he could be autistic. Donald has denied the truthfulness of this information, claiming that it lacks any diagnostic confirmation whatsoever. As shared by numerous experts, Barron's behavior could be attributed to other factors instead of the inappropriate assumption of the public without proper expertise to make definitive judgments. There have been repeated rumors regarding Barron's autistic behaviors, but there has not been actual proof that they are anywhere near genuine. They also gave note on the fact that regardless of the individual's profile, one should never spread unprecedented rumors. Donald and Melania Trump learned that they were expecting a baby 6 months after their matrimony, as Donald's 5th child, and Melania. His first, Barron, was born on March 20, 2006. His family did all that in their power to give Barron a normal childhood by keeping him away from the public's eyes. But the media did their job of going through his life as he got older and brought pieces together. Still, his family kept him away from the public eye in a penthouse located in New York City, where he spent his childhood. Regardless of his family's effort to give him a normal upbringing, he was raised in luxury, attending Manhattan's prestigious schools and living the American dream. His mother Melania contributed the most to this private but well-followed upbringing of her only son. She adopted a unique parenting style that ensured his decent upbringing, yet kept safe from the scavenging attention of the public. Yet when his father Donald Trump was elected as the President of the United States, more media attention was shot towards the family, exposing Barron to the public. After Donald's election, Barron stayed in Manhattan with his mother for 6 months until he finished school. Then they moved to Washington, D.C. to join his father, who constantly made an effort to keep him away from the media's attention. There have also been rumors that Barron's relationship with his half-siblings is not that intact, and maybe the large age gap between them caused this. But being seen in public on different occasions with them, Barron has proven to maintain a strong relationship with his half-siblings, despite their age difference. This was seen very clearly when Barron and Donald Trump Jr. appeared together on the closing night of the 2016 Republican National Convention in Ohio. Donald's family tree has a total of 5 kids and 10 grandkids ranging from ages 3 to 16. This wide range of ages makes Barron closer in age to his niece and nephews than his siblings, which is rather uncomfortable for him. He is said to have a strained relationship with Eric Trump due to the 22 years gap in their ages. However, Barron tries to maintain a relationship with his siblings, especially his sister Tiffany, since she is the closest to him from his other siblings. This is mainly due to the small age difference compared to his other siblings. Upon turning 18, Barron became the subject of attention, but not just with a simple status of luxury. His multilingual abilities made him truly remarkable at a young age, showing a natural aptitude linguistically. By the age of 3, Barron could speak Slovenian, which he picked up from his mother, and English, and later on became became more fluent in his mother's language. By the age of 9, this impressive skill developed to grant him a platform to speak to his grandparents in Slovenian. And just like his siblings, who all are fluent in both English and French, he was catching up on French too. Although he has this remarkable ability, his parents' opinion of what language he must speak in public was clear. "My opinion," Melania states, "is that the more languages you speak, the better it is. But when you come to America, you speak English." His mother constantly praises his trilingual ability in public, and that leaves us wondering how many more languages he speaks. As the life of a celebrity beacons danger through attention, Barron suffered his share of such inconvenience. He was being stalked by Tracy Marie Florenza, a 41-year-old social studies teacher, who even threatened the life of the 17-year-old Barron and his father. Not only did she send an email threatening to shoot Barron and his father,
Quote, "I will state that I will shoot Donald Trump Sr. and Barron Trump straight in the face at any opportunity that I get."
but she also made her way into Barron's school and began stalking him. Had it not been for the police who got to her before her ill-based plans formed ground, she would have acted out her threats. She has been reported to repeatedly harass people and stalk high-profile students at their schools. She was finally diagnosed with possible mental illness and now remains in custody. The naming of Barron Trump has a history that is explained by Donald's fascination with the name Barron. As explained by him and his wife in an interview with Gayle King, 2 months after Barron was born, Donald had always wanted to name his son Barron, but never dared to do so with his other kids. His fascination with the name was related to his affair with Marla Maples, where he referred to himself as the Baron. This obsession extends to him requesting a television series writer to use the name Barron for the main character and use the pseudonym John Barron. Since Melania liked the name so much, even when Donald, who suggested the name in the first place, was having second thoughts about it, she insisted on keeping it. This is because she had already formed a connection with the name and was calling him by that name while he was still in her womb. Barron Trump was born just a year after Donald and Melania Trump got married. Many were surprised by the news of his conception, one of them being his father, Donald. As Melania told People's Magazine, 6 months after their wedding, she had brought the news to Donald, and upon hearing the news, his first reaction was that he needed to take it in. And then, he was very happy. He has a special love for his youngest son, calling him his special boy, proud of his intelligence and multilingual abilities. He speaks very fondly of him in interviews and speeches.
And he's a very special guy. Barron Trump. This is the first time he's ever done Barron.
And always shows his pride in Barron. His mother, on the other hand, calls him her miracle baby. She also goes on today that he has brought joy and happiness into their lives. Contrary to what many may expect, and the customary upbringing of celebrity kids, Barron had no nanny growing up because his mother Melania insisted on a hands-on approach to closely tend to her only child. She went through the process of packing him lunch and picking him up from school, even helping him with his homework and taking him to after-school sports. She also gives him and his father one-on-one time, which Barron loves very much because he's almost always with his mother. By guiding her son through his childhood, Melania shows that a parent who has the desire to be involved in every stage of their son's life does an amazing job. His father also supports this idea of abstaining from outsourcing for help, as it may cause certain setbacks in the bonding moment with their son. With his tall stature of 6'7", many were led to believe that Barron would pursue sports, especially basketball. Yet the Washington Post reported that Barron's favorite sport is golf, which he takes after his father, who is well known for the sport. As a bonding time with his father, Barron used to play golf with his dad during his presidency. His father, being very good at the game, didn't have a hard time teaching golf to his son Barron. Barron had been spotted playing 18 holes at Trump International Golf Club in West Palm Beach with his father, and his swinging skills had captured the eyes of social media, especially TikTok. From the age of 5, Barron had developed a love of golf, and this desire led to him pursuing sports professionally. His mother loved that he played golf with his father, for it strengthens the bond that she wants to see flourish. As she clearly stated reading her son's interests, she had said, "He wants to be a golfer, a businessman, and a pilot." Young Barron's love for sports doesn't only stop at golf. He also has a heart for soccer, and also watches soccer as a fan of Arsenal FC. He was also reported to have joined the DC United Under-12 and development teams wearing the number 81. His commitment to his passion did not stop there. He also played for the Arlington Soccer Association under 14 teams in 2017. At the White House Christmas party, Barron met his idol, Wayne Rooney. Noting his great passion for soccer, Rooney's family has also joined the party. As she loves him from her heart, Barron's mother, Melania Trump, fancies talking about her son's amazing athletic abilities and his practical love for soccer. Noticing his son's potential and athletic ability, his father, Donald Trump, has decided to support him every step of the way. His flair on his father's side doesn't stop, it extends to an interest in his father's business, and might inherit his father's businesses if he pursues this same path. As a result of his towering height, some speculators suggest the young Trump might be considering a basketball career. Due to the various schools Barron has been to, he has been in and out of the education system and changed multiple learning environments. This has resulted in inconsistent attendance and might have affected his continuous exposure to a specific learning environment. His primary school experience started at Columbia Grammar and Preparatory School, a prestigious top-tier, renowned private school in Manhattan's Upper West Side of New York. There he received the best education and stayed there with his mother Melania Trump until he finished the school year. The election of Donald Trump as the President of the United States in January 2017 happened halfway through his school year, but Melania, who has always had her eyes on her son's education and better future, chose to stay in New York even after her title as the First Lady was in the headlines. Following their move to the White House, Barron Trump continued his studies at St. Andrew's Episcopal School in Potomac, Maryland, known for its diversified attending students performing exclusively. It has a famous name for its commitment to education and a high standard of teaching that comes to honor the exceptional educational standards of the Trump family. Previous presidents of the United States, like the Obamas, the Bushes, and the Clintons, all sent their children to a private Quaker school named Sidwell Friends, with various campuses in D.C. and Bethesda. Later in 2021, after the end of Donald Trump's presidential term, they relocated to Florida. This led to Barron attending the Oxbridge Academy in Palm Beach, Florida, where he was welcomed with a public statement by the director of Oxbridge Academy, who stated with excitement that the circumstances surrounding Barron's enrollment at Oxbridge Academy are yet to be learned.
Academy in West Palm Beach. In a statement tonight, the school says it's very excited to welcome him into the class of 2020.
For the 3 years he spent there, Donald and Melania Trump kept their son away from the public's eyes while they were busy setting the foundation and route for their post-presidential lives. By the time he has finished high school, Barron has already gotten accustomed to the constant travel and relocation of his family. He then proceeds with his education at the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania, where his father went to. From the continuous exposure to his father's legacy and well-invested quality time encouraged by his mother, Barron has developed quite the affection for his father. Him being called Little Donald at a younger age signifies this unique bond he has with his father. As he grew up into his young adulthood, Barron seems to have gained a strong personality, yielding his preparedness to create a unique career path. In addition to his looks and personality, Barron has inherited Donald's strong will and independence, and his determination, which his father admired from when he was a little boy. His strong attachment to his father continues to inspire his passion to become a professional golfer and a businessman, just like his father. Donald and Melania Trump consider their responsibility as Barron's parents a joyous journey. The close and hands-on parenting style of the Trumps has paved the way for them to bond. And even though he hasn't touched Barron's diaper, not even once when he was an infant, Donald has greatly enjoyed feeding him with pure pleasure and willingness. His very busy schedule and repeated travels did not keep him from spending quality time with Barron. Due to his demanding duties as the President of the United States, Donald has missed several milestones in his son's life. However, like his responsibility to the nation as a head of state, Donald's relationship with his son was also a major focus in his daily life, as he'd spend as much time with Barron as he could while he was around. After the inauguration of Donald Trump, Melania and Barron had to take 5 months before they moved into the White House. This was due to Barron's school, which his mother prioritized over the comfort of luxury. This noble action of the Trumps depicted their solid commitment to their son's education. At age 9, Barron had already gotten used to the bustling life in New York City and was somehow not happy when he moved to the White House, where there were controlled movements and quieter hallways. This marked the transition in the lives of Barron and his mother Melania Trump as they were escorted from the low-profile life of Manhattan to the luxury residence of the White House, and upon arrival, they immediately captured attention. Springed forth by this major turn of chapters, the First Lady, Melania used her high shoes to step into some outshowing social activities like cyberbullying, supporting military veterans, and encouraging young girls. Due to his mother's well-informed fashion sense, Barron dresses uniquely and distinctively, earning the name Mini Donald, which his mother calls him due to his dressing style that looks a lot like his father, even in his fondness for ties. Barron is seen dressed in high-end designer clothes and luxurious brands in his public appearances, which is mainly attributed to his mother's good fashion sense. His Gucci loafers and graphic tees captured the public's attention as a man of good taste. His iconic J. Crew graphics tee with blue trim and bold font of The Expert printed on the front was a major event that led to the sellout of the product following Barron's popularity. His newly founded celebrity badge proved the major influence of social media on kids, especially those who follow and observe celebrity kids. The specific tee marked with the words, The Expert, was responsible for Barron being nicknamed by that same phrase, which held an account in social media. Yet his status in the White House was pressing on, and he was morally expected to dress like he lived there, suit and ties, which also was one of his favorite outfits, for it portrays his likeness to his father. Although he knows how to dress like a gentleman, Barron also has his teenage desires and fashion choices of footwear. He has a special love for sneakers, as captured in many photographs. The brands of his choice include Balance sneakers, Gucci moccasins, and Gucci horsebit loafers. On his 14th birthday, Barron captured everyone's attention when he wore his New Balance 574 core sneakers, with the brand's initials well illuminated as he walked in the dark. His bold preference towards the brand of New Balance was seen boldly after their relocation to the nation's capital when his father took office. New Balance sneakers became the theme of his shoe collection and portrayed his choice in light and comfortable wear, changing colors of the same brand and shuffling them with all sorts of clothes he came to wear. Barron showed his love for sneakers by wearing them on almost all occasions of his outings, casual to formal events, and with all kinds of clothes. One of the moments of his cool dressing combo was when he arrived at the White House with his parents in January 2020, wearing the black colorway of the New Balance sneakers with a green Alpha Industries bomber jacket, a t-shirt, and dark pants. His choice of sneakers and combination clothes shows his high preference for comfort and beauty, two major cornerstones of modern fashion, and his commitment to timeless classics. Since 1963, the United States has been in a trend of witnessing the succession of presidents to be daughters, starting with John F. Kennedy Jr., who resided in the White House until his father's assassination, which occurred just 3 days before his 3rd birthday. But later on in 2017, following Donald Trump's election as the President of the United States, this long-standing form was reformed when Barron Trump moved into the White House. Since John Kennedy's time, this deviation has lasted decades before Barron's entry into the White House discontinued the trend of the absence of presidential sons from the White House. Barron's presence in the White House as a presidential son has portrayed his unique nature and brought back the long-lost trend. He has set a mark to be remembered as the one who broke the circle. In 2017, as a student at Columbia Grammar and Preparatory School in New York, Barron Trump fulfilled the fantasy of his classmates by taking them on a field trip to his new home, the White House. This once-in-a-lifetime opportunity gave the students a chance to meet the President and the First Lady. His selfless and empathetic actions of giving his classmates the chance to visit the most protected and secure compound in the entire nation earned Barron a reputation among his friends and teachers. Accompanied by teachers and the Secret Service, the students were given a tour around the White House, feasted on a buffet, and listened to an inspiring speech of patriotism, which birthed unforgettable memories in the little kids' minds. This exciting event continued as they visited the nation's capital and even caught a much better height as it ended with a sleepover at the White House. The happy and grateful kids returned to their homes by the next morning. In the event of inviting his classmates to the White House, Barron Trump strengthened his well-founded belief of normalizing social interactions regardless of the circumstances of his birth. As is a norm in politics, Barron was expected by the public to make his first political debut as the son of an ex-president, but he was noted for selecting Donald as a presidential nominee. But later on, he declined his participation in the process due to poor commitment, meanwhile thanking them for honoring him. His step back in the proceedings of the political campaigns raised a lot of questions in the public's minds. As always backed by his encouraging mother, Barron affirms his decision to follow his own career path. As any growing adult, his childhood dreams have evolved into better perspectives of career choices, and he has always had his family to guide him in the path best suited for his future. Standing on a branching end on his career path, He has yet to choose from his father's inheritance and the political path on the other. On his side are his family, with all the experience and exposure he needs to guide him in his quest for a secure career. Thank you for watching, and remember to like the video and subscribe if you don't want to miss another video like this one.